Hey, Powerbrains! And welcome back to Permanent Memory Sphere. Memory Course 5, Episode 15. The Total Learning Memory Technique, the Roosevelt Technique, Part 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Powerbrains, please rise for the 32nd President of the United States. In this session, I'm going to teach you a secret strategy that is used by Franklin Delano Roosevelt to remember names. And welcome back. How is your memory? It's powerful. How are you remembering names, right? That is power. And you really are becoming a power brain, a mental mutant like in X-Men or in Justice League or in Avengers. And what we're going to focus on in this lesson, we're already covered names. I'm going to give you one more technique on how to master your memory for recalling people's names, because it's that important. Now, we already talked about the power of MOM, M-O-M, motivation, observation, and mechanics. Motivation, observation, mechanics. People skills, first names and surnames. Then we wanted to be suave, believe, exercise, say the name, use the name, ask about the name, visualize the name, and end with a name. Believe, exercise, say the name, use the name, ask about the name, visualize the name, and end with the name. We also covered the advanced technique pi, remembering names as easy as pi. Place, imagine, entwine. Place, imagine, and entwine. I also published some videos that teach you how to memorize names, such as picture clues, US presidents since the Second World War. Video 31U. Chunking information. Chunking helps long-term memory. Names to revise. Video 47U. Session 37. People skills. Session 38. First names. Video 75U. We are covering a lot, so you don't have to use all of these things, but anything is better than just forgetting the person's name. Now, in this lesson, I'm going to share with you a secret strategy that a former US president used to memorize names and faces of every single person that he met. And it's such a simple strategy, but I want to give it to you because this could be your powerhouse. Remembering simple could be smooth and effective and easy, and that's what we're going to do right now. So This is the method used by President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the Roosevelt Technique. It's very simple strategy, and we're going to do it. I'm going to explain it. It's going to take a couple of minutes. And then we're going to practice, because practice makes what? Progress. And what Roosevelt would do when he was meeting someone for the first time, when the person gave him his name or her name, he would imagine that name on the person's forehead. Very simple strategy, right? I'm sure some people actually do this naturally. So again, meeting someone for the first time, when you get their name, imagine their name being written on their forehead, kind of like a name badge when you go to events. Do you ever notice those name tags? It says, "Hello, my name is Achim," right? Or "My name is Ken," or "My name is Lauren," right? You could remember it by looking at that name tag. Some people remember by looking at business cards. So I'm going to teach you a strategy. We're going to practice this a little bit. Now, just to make it even more effective, knowing that you remember things using your senses, visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. Eye, visual; ear, auditory; kinesthetic. I'm going to make it even more memorable for you right now. So let's say somebody introduces themselves and gives you their name, and his name is Gary. What I want you to do is, you're meeting Gary. I want you to practice doing this. I want you to imagine that you're handwriting their name using your favorite color marker on their forehead. So to make it even very visual, so you want to make it your favorite color and see it on their forehead. Maybe it's red, maybe it's blue, maybe it's green, maybe it's purple, maybe it's orange, yellow. Whatever it is, that's the color you're using. Now, that's visual. Auditory, because you're repeating their name. Gary, it's nice to meet you. Now, the kinesthetic. What does kinesthetic mean? Kinesthetic means using your body, because we have this muscle memory, right? We tend to remember things based on movements. And so what I'd like you to do is, you're not going to use your hand movements and writing, actually drawing their name on their forehead, obviously, but you're going to do something called micro movements. You can imagine right now, with your dominant hand, writing people's names, but instead of doing it very exaggerated, we're going to minimize that. You're going to be on the side of your body, just move it slightly, as if you're drawing their name on their forehead. Do you see that? Can you feel what you're doing right now?